Story time number 3. This story involves my wife, once again, getting ready to go on a trip. I'm not sure what trip she was going on, probably with her teacher friends to the beach. I don't really know, but she needed some new clothes. And she invited my son Drake and I to go with her to Dillards, her favorite store, to buy some new clothes. We did not want to go. Sometimes I would go shopping with her to buy new clothes because I know we're going to go get something really good to eat afterwards. I said, no, you take the Dillards card. You spend as much money as you want. Drake and I will be here. Just bring us some good food when you come home. And she said, okay. So she went to the mall. She was gone a very long time. And when she came in and threw some food from Popeyes on the table, and I saw all these Dillards bags, but she gave me a look and said, I had a horrible day. I'm going to bed. Okay, leave me alone. So Drake and I went over and we had the food. That was the most important thing. Before I found out what was going on, I wanted to eat my food. So I go upstairs and I reluctantly said, okay, what happened? My first initial thought was the Dillard card was not paid up, and thus they told her that there was no credit available and she was in front of a lot of people or something like that. But no, that wasn't it. She told me that she went to her special shop in Dillard's and saw the lady that she normally deals with, that she's a Middle Eastern lady that is really sweet, has been helping her for years. She goes there and they together pick out quite a few outfits for her to try on. I mean, she's just loaded up with outfits. Then it started getting busy, really busy. So the lady had to leave my wife to herself. So she started trying on all these clothes. Some of them she picked out, some of the other lady picked out. So she was putting them in piles of yes, maybe, and hell no, okay? So she was trying them on, sticking them in piles. What is she going to do? And she was getting down to the end of things, and she had picked out a dress that the other lady gave her to try on. She said, I normally wouldn't have picked this dress anyway, but I picked it up and I put it on. It didn't have a zipper, didn't have buttons. You just kind of pulled it over your head. That's what you did. She said, I should have known better. But I pulled it over my head, and of course it was too tight. It looked horrible. She said it was laughable. It was awful. So I strained to try to get it off my body, and it got stuck. And I go, what do you mean it got stuck? She said, it got stuck. I couldn't pull it up. I couldn't pull it down. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't see. And I said, well, why didn't you call for your friend? She said, she's busy. I was in the dressing room. She was out there. And there was a lot of people were around. And I said, what did you do? She said, I kept struggling to try to pull it over my head. And then I stepped wrongly on the hell no pile of clothes, and I fell against the wall and made a loud noise. She said, I was so embarrassed. I started crying. I said, well, what did you do? I said, I did the only thing I could do. I ripped the dress apart. I was like Superwoman and ripped it apart because I'm claustrophobic. I cannot stand to be shut in places. So I tore it off. And I said, oh my God. I said, that's awful and it's hilarious at the same time. I said, okay. I started digging through her bag. So which one of these dresses is the one that you got caught in? She said, I didn't buy that dress. That was damaged goods. That dress was damaged, so I didn't buy it. I said, so what did you do? So I just left it on the dressing room floor. And I went out there and I bought the other things that I did like, I could wear, that did make sense. Don't worry, I spent a lot of money at Dillard's. Follow-up to this is that I noticed for months and months and months later, every now and then when I would go out and about, my wife would say, can you drop by Dillard's and pick up so-and-so? Can you drop by Dillard's and pick up a wedding gift for so-and-so? Can you go by Dillard's? And we were in the mall one time together, and I said, well, let's go look in Dillard's. No, let's, we can find it elsewhere. Finally, it came to my senses, and I said, you have made a self-imposed restriction from going back to Dillard's because you're afraid that you're going to run into Miss Lola and she's going to remember what you did. No. Yes, that's the deal, right? She said, yes, that's the deal. I'm too embarrassed to go back in there. I'm afraid that she will remember me. And I said, so you're never going to walk into the Dillards store again? She said, maybe later, but that's too soon right now. Now she does go to Dillards all the time. I don't even think Lola still works there. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.